What's that? Anya's got another tarot deck? Yeah. Why? Because, again, I have just been having a hell of a past year, and I haven't bought a new tarot deck in over a year, so I said, we treating ourselves. We treating ourselves, and when I treat myself, occasionally I buy myself a tarot deck, so here we go. We're doing another unboxing. Now, which tarot deck are we unboxing today? Oh, well, I can just do a little... That's right. This deck I have seen for what? Jesus. Good God. This is a deck I have seen for a while now, and I think it's super cute, but oh my goodness. This is huge. This is absolutely huge. You can also see the reflection of my ring light in this. Ooh. I'll just circle a little spider. Okay. So yeah, this is a deck I have seen for a while. I think it's super adorable. I think I have read that it was a deck to help work with, you know, some of our shadow side stuff. So I'm kind of intrigued by that, but I'm also intrigued by the fact that it's meant to be like a shadow working deck, but it's also super cute because look at a little spider guy. Look at him. He's circling. There we go. Look at him. He's so cute. Spoopy, but cute. Spoopy. No, spoopy alone just works right there. Because he's meant to be spooky, but he's also cute. Spoops. All right, let's see if I can open this with my short nails. This one is not super portable. This one would be one where it's like, you know, you moving across, you cross the ocean. Oh, well, you gotta pick which tarot deck you're gonna bring, and this one's definitely a, yeah, maybe mail this one to me. All right, so it does open up like a little duffo. Jeez, I got scared. I was like, oh my God, did I break something? I thought that was like Velcro and I accidentally ripped it off. Oh my God. But no, it's just a little magnet. I like that. I like the bright colors here. You have the black, but you have the bright yellow contrast. Like there's something fun about that. Ready? Book. It's a book. This is a lot of yellow, man. This is a huge book. Granted, I mean, if the box is this big, usually it's because, usually the box is not this big because the cards are this big. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if the box was this big because the cards were that big? Can you imagine if the cards were that big? How would you shuffle? Here's the book. Again, I'm sorry, this is ring light. I love it though. Whoop, circle the spider. And then very, very yellow. Oh my God, this is a nice book. Holy, oh my gosh, these like nice glossy pages. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is nice. This is a nice book. I'm impressed just with the book. Oh my God, it's me. It's me hanging out with my pet spiders. Look at this contents page. I've never seen a contents page like this before. And as someone who also has a master's degree in publishing, like, I think this is really interesting the way it's done like this. It's great. And I love all the spiders. Oh my goodness. Look at the little like spider hanging here on the page. I love all the spiders. Okay, so it looks like it's going through all the stuff. You know, there's an introduction, talking a little bit about shadows and things like that. But the first thing you're going through is your cards, and there's quite a bit on each card. So, you know, obviously you're getting quite a bit more here than you got with the Supernatural Tarot deck, but you start with, you know, your card, the card, keywords. I love when it has keywords, shadow, you got messages, and then you got like the message section's pretty damn big. And then you have some reflections of things you can think about in terms of this card, which I like. You know, I think I've seen that with the Animal Totem Tarot that had, you know, a lot of questions to go along with it that you could use for like journaling prompts and stuff like that. So this has something similar, which I think that's a really good, unique thing to include, because in my opinion, one of the best things tarot can do for us is help us be more introspective and check ourselves and our mental space and what we're working on. And so many people are just thinking about tarot as a thing of, how do you predict the future? Well, you predict the future by making it. And how do you make that future? You check in with yourself and what you're doing now and what you're doing to try to build up to what you want in the future. So having these questions, these reflections on things that you can think about for what each of these cards mean. I like that. I like that because it does require... I just had a moment. You can see me flicking through pages like, okay, so look, you have your spider up here. A spider up here that tells you the page number. He gets farther down the page as you go along, guys. Oh my God. I love that. Oh my God, I love that so much. Ah! That's so cute. That's so cute. Oh, it makes me so happy. It makes me so stupidly happy. Oh my god. That's such like little attention to detail, man. That's so good. I like that. What's this yellow page here? Ah, okay. So you have your pentacles, your swords, your wands, and your cups. Earth, your air, your fire, and your water. And I'm just going through the back because I want to see the extra stuff that they talk about here. So they talk about like how to use the cards, methodology, bonding with the cards, cleansing them. Very nice, very nice. Timing readings, how to ask questions. Very, very important. I like that they talk about, you know, the different minor arcana and the elements associated with it. So you're talking about swords, the elements, the direction, the colors. This is pretty damn good. Like this has got a lot in here. You're kidding me. This also has more interpretations of like the Fool, the Magician, the High Priestess. It's got your numerology in here. It's also talking to you about court cards and what some of the different court cards can mean. So like pages can mean sometimes a person, or it can be like the start of something, the learning of something. Oh my gosh. I really like this. And obviously they have a few spreads in here as well. This is comprehensive. This is a great book. I mean, again, this is just me glancing through it. Oh, I'm having little moments here. Again, you just saw me. I just opened the box that this came shipped to me in. You just saw me unwrap the plastic that this thing came in. This is the first time I'm looking at it, so I'm obviously not going to sit here and read the entire thing to you. It's just for you to get a fun little glimpse into it, but I am just having fun because for those who don't know, I'm finishing up a degree, a Master of Science in Psychology, and I just see something in the back here, quote, by registered clinical psychologist in private practice in Canada, and there was just something kind of nice about seeing something psychology based on the back. There's something nice about seeing people throughout the world and their connections to tarot, and I'm just, oh my god. Guys. It's got gilded edges. But I'm just, again, glancing over this quote, and I love that it's talking about, you know, the shadow and the fears that lie asleep in the psyche, and how we can use those to work with what we're going through. I like it. I like, but I'm also distracted because then I took the deck out of the box and I was like, oh my gosh, we've got gilded edges. We've got gilded edges. I love that. Oh, that just adds something so beautiful to it. I love when the edges are done in a tarot deck. Oh. All right, let's see. Oh yeah. Okay. I immediately like the cardstock. The cardstock feels, again, well, first of all, I like the backs. Let's check out the backs. You know, your black and your yellows. It's reversible, so you can do reverses here if you want. You can't tell from the backs of the cards, you know, which is upright and which is reversed. But the cardstock feels very nice. It feels firm. It does not feel cheap. It doesn't feel like I am going to tear these when I shuffle them, which is, it's such a basic way to look at cardstock in tarot cards. One of the simplest things for me is I just want to know that when I shuffle these bad boys, they're not going to rip apart. And I don't feel that way. By the way, something I do actually love in tarot decks, I have found I tend to like not having a border. The image is there for me to see and it's not being cut off or separated by a frame of some kind. So I do like the fact that these don't have a border. And we're just gonna sit here and look through some of these because ooh, 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 ooh. Oh god. Okay, I am having a moment of like some of these are stuck together because they're gilded, and that's such a simple joy for me because I love the feeling of pulling cards away that have, I do that with books that have gilded edges too, where you just like separate the page and you're like, ooh, ah, so new, so nice, so clean, so fresh. So fresh and so clean. I love the little High Priestess in here. Look at her. Hang on, she's attached to a bunch of other cards. Oh god, she's attached to so many cards. These are thick cards, baby. Oh my goodness. As I'm separating these, that's when I really saw like just how thick these are. Like, you can't really tell. But when I thought I was separating, like, I thought I had to separate like 3 cards, I only had to separate 2. And realized just these are nice and thick, these bad boys. I love this little High Priestess. It's meant to be like shadow stuff and working with some of the darker things, but there's also something cute about it. So it makes the shadow something that you don't have to fear digging into and looking into. And there's something really nice about that. And oh, let's just have fun and look through some of these cards. I'm just gonna sit here and look at these cards. I like this Hierophant. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I don't know why the Hierophant is calling to me in this picture. Oh my god. Oh, the Chariot. She's the badass with the spiders. Oh yeah. I love it. Oh, the Hermit, the Ghost. Hermit is a card that I always look through and get excited about as how it's presented, because I feel like such a hermit myself. I'm so like nerdily excited about this. Nerdily? Is that a word? Hanged Man is a bat, of course. I love it. I'm just gonna sit here and say I love it the entire time. Do y'all mind that? Temperance. This is an interesting interpretation of the Temperance card, and it's something I can't wait to read about in the book, because I really like the way that's presented with the skeleton, bat, and the flames behind it. It's just something you don't see a lot, because Temperance is usually a card associated with like balancing waters and emotional energies and things like that. So this is sort of an interesting interpretation. I can't wait to read what the author put into this and why they designed it that way. Oh my god. Okay, I love this for the Devil. So one of the reasons why I love the Druidcraft Tarot deck is because I am a big fan of removing the Devil and Judgment from the tarot decks, because to me the meanings behind them can get so tied up into Christian lore and mythos and things like that that it can be hard to separate it into their actual meanings. Whereas, you know, in the Druidcraft Tarot deck, it's Cernunnos. It's my boy, Cernunnos. The meaning of that card is meant to it's meant to challenge you. It reminds you that you can enjoy the myriad of pleasures in the world, but also like keep pushing yourself and challenging yourself. Don't get so lost in the pleasures that you forget about moving forward and things like that. Don't just stay trapped in this realm of bliss and happiness. While we're all trying to work towards that, we can't just remain stuck there. Whereas a lot of times people can just look at the Devil card and go, oh god, bad, evil, nah. And it's like, no, there's nothing wrong with the pleasures of life. There's nothing wrong with enjoying life. There's nothing wrong with falling into the things that just bring you plain and simple pleasure, whatever they may be. The point is to not get so trapped and lost in it that you do nothing else. And that you can kind of see that in this Devil card. You know, you see the figure who's holding, I assume, a bottle of alcohol. There's fires burning around him. There's the big dollar sign in the background, the satellite TV and stuff like that, the litter, the pollution. It's like, what are we doing to ourselves, but also to the world around us in the search for the next thing that'll bring us pleasure? And wow. I'm sorry, that's just such a powerful card. I love the way it shows that message. Oh my god. I can't separate these cards because I keep thinking like, oh my god, they're super skinny. They are not super skinny cards. Oh, the moon's kind of cool. The moon, I like this moon with the mask over it. Oh, that's cute. And she's walking the lobster. Oh my gosh, I like that. It's facing your shadow sides, but it's also cute. It works with you, man. It works with you. Look at this. Look at the cute little smile on the sun. Oh, I don't know why that makes me so happy. Ooh, okay, so we've got discretion here instead of judgment. I like that. I'm down for that. I'm down for discretion. I like discretion as opposed to judgment. That works for me. That works for moi. So the first suit we come to here is Pentacles. Do you know what this kind of reminds me of? So when I was a kid, I had a book that I really liked, and I think it was called Four by the Shore, and it was about this group of kids. They were going down to, you know, camp out by a lake, and one of them had to bring their little brother along, and the other kids were like, I don't want you to bring your brother along. They're all telling scary stories to scare this kid and make him go back home. So then finally the little brother tells the ghost story. He describes this story where he turns into a vampire and he sees like a bunch of kids down by the shore. They're telling ghost stories and they're sitting by a campfire, and he's gonna decide which one of them to eat first. And all the older kids get so scared by this story, and that's kind of what, okay, that's what I got from looking at the Five of Pentacles, the Bigfoot staring at the kids by the shore. It just, I don't know. Anyone else remember that book? Just me? Okay. Okay, that's fine. There's just something about the artwork, but you can see just from there, like, I'm clearly someone that likes somewhat spoopy things. Yeah, I mean, that probably scared the crap out of me as a kid. I was scared of vampires as a kid. This is interesting. Okay, so I have been told by some people I've really gotten them into the symbology of the Nine of Pentacles, because I love the Nine of Pentacles. It's usually a single solitary woman standing by her 9 pentacles in the yard that she's so proud of, her golden pentacles, and she's got a bird on her arm, and she just looks like this independent woman looking after everything she's earned and worked hard for. And I think a lot of people have tended to look at that as like, she's solitary, she's alone, you know, she's got no one around her. Whereas I look at it like, but she's celebrating because she worked this hard to achieve this. She's gotten this far and made it this far. She can look at all this stuff and just be proud of her own work, her own effort, her own achievement to get this far. And I love the symbology of the Nine of Pentacles. But this is interesting in and of itself, because it's like, you could interpret this as like, she's dressed in, you know, her own way. It's the bird plus the woman sort of combined, and she's dressed in this sort of finery, but has she confined herself? Has she confined herself to just staying safe where she is? That's an interesting interpretation of that card. That's interesting. Let me get to the pages here. I'm literally just recording this and I'm just looking through cards and barely talking, and I'm just trying to think of things to say to you guys. I like the Knight of Pentacles riding in on a snail. I'm having a hell of a time with snails in my yard, man. Oh my god, is this a potato with crystals growing out of it? It's probably a rock. Probably a rock, Anya. It's probably a rock. Did I even introduce myself at the start of this video? I don't even know. Hi, I'm Anya, and I'm here unboxing a new tarot deck like half an hour in. I like this 5 of Swords with the bird just looking at the other 2 birds like, no, this is my corn. Like, I don't know why I love that. Just the corn, like, no, can't have my corn. Like, the other 2 in the back are just like, this guy looks like a jerk. And this one up front just looks like my corn. I don't know. Again, it's cute. There's something cute to this. I love the 6 of Swords with the fucking sea serpent in it. I'm very nerdy about sea serpents. I both love and hate the idea of sea serpents. I love it because I love cryptozoology and stuff like that. I'm also very big into just sea monsters and stuff like that, and the ideas of like, what can be living in our waters that we don't even know about. I love that, but I also hate it because then I'm like, oh god, what if I go jump in Loch Ness and Nessie eats me? So I'm still very much that kid who's like, I love vampire stories, then going to bed at night like, oh god, the vampires. I am still very much that person. You know, you grow up only so much. It's true, but I love this. I do really like sea serpents. So this 6 of Swords, I'm sorry I'm facing this way at the camera, but it don't matter. You're probably looking at the picture anyway. But I'm also just very big into like fantasy and things like that. You know, the whole idea of sea monsters, you see that happening in like, you know, fantastical worlds and stories. And I love that. I do genuinely love that. Oh, our 9 of Swords can't sleep at night because big monster spider hanging out with all the baby spiders. Oh my god, I love this. Oh, I love this so much. Look at it. Look at it. This is amazing. Ah! I like spiders. Oh god, the spiders. We had a massive spider in our living room the other day, and I've taken to calling it the kaiju. Yeah, we don't know where the kaiju in our house went. Ooh, I'm intrigued by the page and the Queen of Swords. It sounds weird to say, I just like how their hair is covering their face. I can't wait to read this guidebook. This guidebook is gonna be epic, man. Cause there's just so much in here that I'm loving, but I can't wait to see what the author's intent is. And granted, I can see some of it, or at least I'm assuming I can see some of it just through glancing through this deck, but I know the author has so much more insight and input, and that's why I'm so excited to read this book. So I'm excited to read any guidebook that goes along with the tarot deck. Oh, the 3 of Wands, the 3 of Wands, the octopus with the lights for the ship. Anyway, okay. I assume, again, I'm thinking about the theme of this deck and, you know, confronting your shadow side. Like, the theme that I kind of get from that is like, you're being guided somewhere, but where are you being guided to go? Make sure you're aware of the lights and the things that you're looking out for and what is actually guiding you. And 4 of Wands, you know, looking at your foundations and your grounding and what is actually building I'm sorry though, these spiders are too cute. Look at them with they're pink black. And one of them's got the black bow. They're so cute. And I know it's meant to be like, you know, look at your foundations and are they really as sturdy as you think they are? Fighters here are probably meant to be sort of like question what's holding your foundations up, but also how long have your foundations been there? Are they in need of like cleaning and work? There's interesting ideas that I get from each of these, and that's why I'm also excited to see, is this what the creator thought? Because as much as you get out of the tarot deck, it's also good to see what other people get out of it too. That's why if I do readings for my friends, I like them giving back some feedback, so that way it becomes a conversation. Like, you get as much out of it as you put into it. Other tarot readers might not like that, but I think the conversation is fun, because the whole point of a tarot reading is for you to be gaining some type of insight. Anyway. I like this guy in the Nine of Wands just hanging out by all these candles, reading. I don't know why. He just resonates with me. I like him. I like this Page of Wands who looks like he's ready to go off into the world, but he's still very rooted to the ground. I like this dude. Then we get into Cups, obviously. Look at these two kissing seahorses in the Two of Cups. This is so cute. But again, I would look at this and it's like the Two of Cups is the start of a new emotional journey or relationship and things like that. But it's also like, you know, do you have fears of it? Because it's obviously it's looking sort of like seahorses and these long mouths, but it's also like they're not exactly kissing. So it's kind of like, you know, are you holding back or are you afraid of something? Is that why there's this space, this gap? What fears are you still holding on to? And even the drinks, it's like, you know, what is sort of the foundation here of this connection? And again, I'm just saying what I'm getting out of it. I could be completely wrong. I could be completely wrong as to, oh my goodness, this Four of Cups. This cat that's trying to sleep but can't sleep because there's all these cups. They're just all around him, just thinking too much about all the stuff that's going on. Oh, kitty. I miss my kitty. I miss my kitty. Ooh, okay, so this is similar feel to the feel I got for the Devil, with this creature from the Black Lagoon style guy and these spilt over cups, which are actually like cans of soda, and like the different colors of them, and just, you know, this question of like, again, I'm feeling like, what are we doing to this planet? Because in a sense he kind of looks like he's glowing. Like in the sky you can see sort of like this yellow mist surrounding him. Even his leg, he's got sort of a discoloration coming off of him. You could almost argue, is it like radiation of some kind? So it's like, what are we doing to the planet, and questioning our own effect on things, you know? And so again, I don't know if that's what the author intended, but that is definitely what I get off of that card. It is very important for you as a reader to build that relationship up with the cards. What do they mean to you? Ultimately, you're going to be using this deck and you need to connect to the symbolism in it. So it's not about anyone else but you. But it's still good to know what the author thinks as well. I love this whale. I love this Nine of Cups whale. I love whales, man. That's kind of what's going on with this deck. Basically, overall, what I'm getting is cute, fun, shadow style deck, and that's exactly what it's meant to be. A deck that'll help you look into and work with your own shadow side, or, you know, whoever you're reading for is shadow side, but in a way that shouldn't intimidate you. Working with any of our shadow stuff, any of the stuff that's kind of like lurking in the depths of our souls, spirits, whatever word you want to use, anything that we're carrying that we don't know that we're carrying, that we can't let go of. This is a good deck for that, to do it in a way that's not as intimidating as it sometimes can be. I think that's gonna be a fun thing to look at and work with on this deck. And honestly, like, I am super excited to dig into this, because this is gorgeous. And I gotta just say, like, the pages, even the pages, like they're like nice glossy pages. Like, this is, I can't remember exactly how much I paid for this deck. I want to say it was between 26 and 27 pounds. Slightly more expensive than some of the mass market decks that I've bought, but I can understand why, because the box is super nice, the book is super nice, and the deck is super nice. Like, this is a pretty nice quality mass market deck. So if you're interested, I would definitely recommend. I'm gonna have fun with this one. And I hope you guys too, if you get it as well. Let me know what you think. And I'll see you later for something else. Probably not another tarot unboxing, because I'm gonna try to go back to cutting down on ordering tarot decks. But either way, I will talk to you next time. Thanks for watching. Anya out.